Hello, Dr. Dave Highmarsh. In this video, we're going to cover a lot about data, but we're going to go into a bit more detail, mainly about mean, median, and mode, and then we're going to touch upon normal distribution, a bit of skewed data, and also confidence intervals, and then finally type 1 and type 2 errors. We're going to split this down into two parts, so this is part 1, so make sure you like and subscribe for part 2. So, patient comes in with a whole load of blood pressure readings. Feel free to pause this as you would need to write this down. With the following information given, calculate the mean systolic blood pressure value, the median systolic blood pressure value, and finally the modal one. So with this, we're touching upon different types of average. Okay, we split them into 3, so mean, median, and mode. I'm going to touch on mean first, and that's the total number of whatever sort of readings they are, so in this case systolic blood pressures, divided by the total number that you've got there. So let's pull up this case and we'll show you what you mean from this way. So in this case, we've got 21 blood pressure readings, and if you totted up all of them, they get a total of 3,130 for the systolic readings and 1,845. So you divide both of those by 21 to get your mean home systolic reading of 140/88. So the median, this is the middle point when everything's ranked. So there's a 2-step process. So we can't just take this at face value. We've got to split it up into order. Okay, so we've got the lowest at the top and the highest at the bottom, and we need to go somewhere in the middle. So in this case, it's number 11 because we've got an odd number of data. And just remember, if you've got an even number of data, so say if there was only 20 values, take the 10th value and the 11th value and take the average in between them. So add them together, divide by 2. If you're finding this useful, this is all part of the 20% series, so have a look on the channel. We've got 3 other videos already, as well as many more coming in the pipeline. So finally, we've got mode, and this is the most common occurring group. Okay, so in this, we need to do a bit of sort of totting up, going, oh, is it 140, is it 150? So as you can see here, we've got 4 readings of 140 and 5 readings of 150. So the modal systolic value is 150. So what happens if he comes in with a whole stack load of data? So not just a week's worth, how about a month's worth, a year's worth? As you know, I have some patients who do. There must be a better way. So if we were to plot these 21 readings initially into a little graph, you would see that they sort of start to form this curve shape. But you think, well, hang on a second, it's not perfect. There's so much variation there. Let's add more data. So we've altered this to show 80 readings, and you can see it start to tending towards a curve as it becomes what we call normally distributed. And you've probably seen this lovely curve from all of your revision from that way. But this is where the data comes from. And you can do certain mathematical calculations to see how the two sort of adjust to each other. And that's it. We've covered a lot about data already. So just the first part, touching on the first 3 episodes, and then sort of getting into how this then gets into a normal distribution. Have a look on the channel. This is all part of the 20% series, so everything that you need for your stats and admin, and we've got a growing number of videos for you. Dr. Dave Highmarsh, GP Templates. Very best luck for your AKT.